today. And we will start working on these challenges. And also we are giving you some key information about the deliverables and yeah, what you need to do next as teams. Now, you as teams, once formed, also have to come up with your own working culture. We will have a Miro for that. And you will have a chance to start working on your problem or system even this day. So we start mapping out that system a little bit more in detail. And yes, also we will share with you how you will work on that problem for the rest of leg 2. As for agenda, this is the check-in we are having now. After that, we'll have 2 more rounds of Challenge Cafe. You know how it looks like because you did 1 round yesterday. Then we'll form the teams. Then we'll have a lunch break. Oh, actually, before lunch break, we'll also learn. We also have a look at your team board, and you will set up some of your team working culture. And but that's again a working document, so we don't expect that you will finish it today. Then we'll start mapping your system with a tool which is called Context Map. You have met with a similar tool or a tool that was derived from the Context Map, so it will be easy for you to use. And then we'll have like an admin session about the deliverables. So if you have any questions about the deliverables, make sure you come prepared and ask them, but we will share you everything you need to know. And then we'll have a checkout. And in the evening, there is an optional activity again. So if you think that your screen time is okay even with the evening activity, just join us. It's called Fuck Up Night. So it will be about success stories and failures. And so Santa will share some stuff about that after I'm done. So I will give the word to her as well. As for the roles, as usual, we are providing the structure and we are keeping time. And we help you in the process as needed. You also have to you have to make sure that you create the teams. You are happy with the teams, and everyone is heard how you want to work in those streams. Okay, so this is really a team collaboration. Make sure that everybody not just collaborates but also heard how they want to work in the team. Now, as for rules, yesterday you already heard this, so we just thought that we should repeat this. No teams are formed until all teams are formed. So don't think that your team is formed just because there are already the maximum amount of people, because if there are no, so the other teams are not formed yet, then there might be also changes. So it's a collaborative process. It's not just your team. So the team formation is the whole group's work, okay? And this is what we would like to ask of you, that work as long as the teams are formed, work as a whole unit on the team formation. So be open to compromises if it comes to that. In service of the greater good, and again, stay open-minded. As for timing, at the morning session, as usual, we'll be up until 12:30. Then we'll have a 90-minute lunch break, and then the afternoon session where you will start mapping your problem. And at 6:30 today, there will be this optional success and failure stories course. So Santa, would you like to continue?
Yes, if you could.
Just, sorry.
Next slide, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this morning you'll meet Ilze. in fact, she is also a good friend of mine, but I would say that she's professional, a group facilitator and educator, but especially why she's here. Laszlo, we see your screen. We see your WhatsApp. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
sorry.
So she's working in the wellness field and will lead our morning stretching, but also next week we'll meet her. And please give the next slide. So, and in the evening, I just wanted to introduce with 3 people who will be there. And one of them is Madara Ulande, and she is actually coming from the youth sector. Years ago, she was involved there, but also she have had international environmental activist experience as well. And now she is in corporate field in one of the biggest banks in Latvia and also in the Scandinavia, Swedbank. So she will tell about her journey. Next slide. The other speaker is Nicholas, and he comes from the startup field. So he will share failure and success stories, how he has managed to work in this field. And the third speaker is Lega Role, and she is financist, but at her 3 years, I think, or 2 years ago, she decided that she would like to give more to the society, and she opened a zero-waste shop and started to be more active in politics as well. And now she is already having 2 zero-waste shops and planning to open 1 more. But besides that, she's still in her regular job as well. And besides what I mentioned, she is mom of 3. So 3 active people and 3 great stories. Yeah, join from wherever you are. If you want to have a walk in the forest or go to the cafe, it's also fine. Just be here and hear their stories, to see you all in the evening. And now we go back to the first person I introduced, to Ilze. So thank you, Laszlo, for screen sharing. And now, Ilze, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Santa. And yeah, thanks everyone for being here today and also joining this session, which will not be much about stretching, but I was thinking what Santa said, what you need to do after, and what could be a gift from my side in order for you to get ready for the group building. And yes, my name is Ilze, and I've been working with body work for the last 15 years and joining emotions and body, leadership and body, teamwork and body for the past 10. So basically what I want to experiment with you this morning is, it's called 4 elements. And as you know, when you're working with the groups, you're not only working with a topic, but you're working with yourself. You're getting triggered, you're getting excited, you're getting all range of emotions. And I hope that these 15 minutes will help you to get into your element and also appreciate other elements which might be different from yours, but still contribute in ways that are very meaningful for the group work and also for the saving the planet, or whatever your mission of the group work will be. Okay, as I noticed in your cameras, you don't have much space behind you, most of you, or it's blurred, but I would welcome you to use whatever space you have also out of the screen, or if you want to drive us to whichever place you will be moving, you can. Otherwise, yeah, one thing I want to mention, it might be strange to do things that we do in the next 15 minutes, but I welcome you to try it. And usually people find it strange, but they find it very beneficial. Yeah, and you might find out why during this short 15 minutes, or you might find in the next days or in a group work, whenever there will be stronger emotion of joy or whatever might trigger some sensations. Okay, so let's get started because we don't have much time also. And if you could stand up. And we're going to start with some shaking from the morning. Some of you are feeling energized, some of you are waking up. So see if you can shake your shoulder joint. Yeah, if you, it's almost like you would want to get rid of it. You can shake the right one, the left one. It's like, if you would like to, yeah, kind of make it fall onto the ground. Okay, elbow. It's like, go on. Yeah, wrist. Shaking it to the ground. Great, the other elbow. Wrist. Let's try to shake our whole backbone. It's like your head wants to get rid of your spine, so shake it off, shake it off. And maybe you can shake it also this way, so that the front and back, not only that way. Okay, let's shake the hip bone, whatever it might look like. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Really feel the joint. Shake the knee. You might not see it, but try to shake the knee down in the way that's comfortable for yourself. And the ankle. Okay, the other hip. So try to get rid of it a bit. Shake it to different directions. Okay, the knee. And the ankle. Okay, and the whole body. So shake it as much as you need it. Maybe you need to be more energetic, so shake big time. Shake a lot. If you need to be a little bit waking up, you're already on the go, you can shake just a little bit. Whatever energy you need, embody it in the movement. And we're going to start with an element that's called fire, and I will be using some stereotypical roles, but it's connected with driver, yeah, the role in a group, which is called driver, which is all about efficiency, taking off the obstacles, getting things done, being quick, being competitive, okay? And what I'm gonna invite you to do is walk very, very quickly around the room. So you can use also your hands to remove all the obstacles, really move quick. You have the aim, you know where you're going. So really move from one side to another. You can use your arms to remove the obstacles. So being very efficient, knowing where you're going and that in this right direction. Okay. And also noticing how familiar is this movement and how familiar is this character for you. Okay, I'm gonna shake it out. Shake it out, the element, the fire from us. And we're gonna go next to the water. And water is the element of collaboration, or in a group, it's called somebody that collaborates, who networks, who kind of wants to build relationship and is very process-based. Yeah, so somebody who enjoys teamwork and sometimes never wants it to end, and sometimes conflicting with the driver. Okay, so water is going to be a lot about kind of flirtation with yourself and with the others and with the life, so you can start moving slowly your shoulder joints, making circles. It's about bringing in some salsa in your body. You can move your hips. So making something more sensual, more relationship-based, like you would want to talk with your walls or with your screen, with yourself. You can also move your knees and your ankles. And once you're moving and making these movements, also notice how familiar it is, or it's completely out of your comfort zone. So really, really kind of move nicely, make even a relationship with some object in the room. You can speak with your speaker, or keyboard, or your screen. Yeah. Noticing again how it sits with you, and is it something that you are familiar with in your daily movement and in your role as a group worker. Okay, shake it off again. Shake it off. Some great shaking I see there. Okay, we're gonna go for air, and air is visionary. So somebody who sees beyond what others might actually notice. And it's a lot about playfulness and lightness and dreaminess, because visionaries need to have dreams. So to make the movement easier for us, we're going to start playing with the balls, you know, how they do in circus. So try catching imaginary balls. You can walk around the room, you can walk on your toes, and you can play with them. Oh, almost didn't catch it. You can make them bigger, smaller, quicker, slower. Really play with them. And then start jumping a little bit. And now imagine you're actually, you're catching the bubbles. Somebody's blowing the bubbles, the soap bubbles, and you're catching one. Then go another one. Jump, catch another one. Jump somewhere else. They're really high in the air, so jump. Jump, jump, jump. Take this lightness. Okay, I don't know how much time we have, but let's shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off. And we're gonna go to the last
7 minutes.
Okay, we're very quick. There's a fire element guiding this exercise. So now we're gonna go to earth. And earth is something that's called in a teamwork, not collaborated with organizer. So you might think of stereotypical accountant who's structured, organized, getting things done, but in a certain way. So being very, very stable. And what might help you is actually to feel your feet. Yes, so see if you can feel all parts of the feet, the toes, the heel, and the part that's between toes and heel. Yes, so see, and make a slow motion with your eyes. Look around the room, see what you see. And now take a walk with these very, very stable feet. Walk around the room. Being very slow, well, very observative. Also knowing where you're going, but doing it much, much slower. You can even make an equal length for your steps as a proper accountant. Taking a look around the room. And coming back to your screen. And again, I'm gonna shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, and I want to add something. I want to ask you if you can now, not able, I think, to see everyone, but if you can now move for the next minute in your element. So I'm sure you have one that's preferred, whether it's the water, which is all circles, or earth, which is very stable, or air, which is up in the air, visionary, or fire, which is getting things done, the driver. Yes, so move freestyle in the way that you want. You might also stretch. I'm sure that you know some stretch movements, but do it in the element that you feel that this is yours. Or if you cannot choose, then choose 2 elements and join them together, because we are more than one. Yeah, so let's start moving and seeing what fits us best. And you can also go away from the screen so nobody can see you, and you can feel free if this is the way that you feel more comfortable. And maybe this is not your element, but this is what you want to embody today. And this is the part of you that wants to come out in this group. And then you can come back to the screen. Yeah, 2 minutes. But the message that I wanted to bring to you, and actually, if you want, you can also put in a chat the elements that you had discovered in yourself. And usually it's not only one, right? And maybe it's all of them that you feel comfortable. So my suggestion is also when working with the groups that you really find which is the opposite element that triggers you, and ask yourself how you can actually build a connection with that person, as we need fire, water, air, and earth in all of the teams, even though they trigger us sometimes, but this is the way that they bring more gifts and more contribution to anything that we are actually fighting for. So yes, I think basically that's it. And if you're interested to get to know more, also there's a book which is called Multi-Greatness by Jeannie Whitelaw, and she's writing about this driver and collaborator and visionary and organizer. And as always, me being against the system a little bit, I wish that you're not only putting a stamp on yourself, but this might help you to explore a little bit as a metaphor of who you are, and also, yeah, how you can work with others and why sometimes they are not your friends, but you can kind of try to relate to them. Yeah, basically that's it for me. We are meeting next week, again with me, not with the element, but with something else. We'll see what. Yeah, I give floor back to you, Santa or Megan.
Thank you very much, Ilze. A round of applause. Yeah, and I think we could also make one group photo. What do you say? With you could make any gesture which feels like this kind of this movement inspired you, like gesture how you would like to be in the photo.
All right.
Yeah, or like, and I could make a. Yeah, so 3, well, let's wait a bit. So, are you ready? Yes? Okay. Good, thank you. Group photo.
Okay, so I'm saying goodbye to everyone, and I hope that you observe your element throughout the days, and I hope that it serves you, and if not, at least you move. Okay.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Ilze. That was really creative and really, really helpful, especially on this day.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yeah, we're glad we'll see you again next week. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Santa, for organizing. That was really cool. Oh, you're on mute.
Yes, we'll have next week half an hour with Ilze, because we think that we thought with Megan and Laszlo that it's needed that we sitting behind our computers to remember about our body.
Yeah, totally. Cool. So welcome back, everybody. So other than Johnny, you've all been exposed